Welcome to Undisputed. I'm Jenny Taft with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Happy Friday, guys. How we doing?
Doing good, home team, yo. Yeah, we home.
Really?
Today, you lose.
We didn't coordinate this.
You losing today, buddy.
Interesting, really. Well, you know, your Lakers are going for a new kind of three-peat. Miss three, repeat, miss three, repeat, right?
It's bad.
It's bad. I've never seen anything like it before.
But, you think it's going to stay like that?
I think it might.
Okay.
Okay.
At this point, I just don't know.
I think you've already lost.
All right.
In about a week.
We got Black Friday. We got a Broncos-themed outfit over there. And we have so much to talk about from yesterday in the NBA. The Lakers' shooting woes continued last night against the Rockets. With no LeBron, LA was just under 45% from the floor and shot a season-worst 10% from three. Meanwhile, the Blazers have remained hot, knocking off the Nuggets last night behind Damian Lillard's 45 points on 11 for 18 shooting from beyond the arc. As we know, Charles Barkley is on record predicting that if Portland makes the playoffs, they'll knock off the Lakers. And last night, Chuck said AD is one of the reasons why he doesn't like the Lakers in the playoffs. Take a listen.
I don't know if he's got that dog in him. Like, and Shaq knows this and Kenny knows this. You need to have a guy who say, hey, I'm just going to kill y'all. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it. If y'all don't double me, I'm going to go crazy. If y'all double me, we're going to get wide open threes. Anthony Davis has not proven to me that he can be that guy.
Strong words, Shannon. What shot would you give the Blazers to beat the Lakers?
Skip, I don't believe, and I've said this before, do I believe they can win 2 games? Yes, I absolutely do. Hell, if they shoot the ball like they shot it yesterday, they can win 3 or 4. They can beat anybody, Skip. But I believe this, to shoot 23 or 39 from the 3, to have 30 assists and fewer than 10 turnovers, Skip, they're beating everybody. But I don't believe they're going to be able to do that in a 7-game series. Now, Dame is Dame. You know he's going to get it. He's going to get his points. But they shot 23 or 39. Gary Trent Jr. and Dame Lillard was 18 or 28 from the 3. Well, Skip, if you shoot like that, you get that kind of production, and then you saw Nurkic. Nurkic tried to pay Bo back for what LeBron did to him. He tried to body bag on little old Bo. He ought to be ashamed of himself, Skip. But that's okay. We got something for you. We got a feeling that you guys are going to get that 8 seed, and we're going to have a little something for you. But if you look at the Lakers, Skip, this is the worst that a LeBron-led team. They're shooting 23%. 23, you're not beating anybody like that. AD came out more aggressive, and I'm going to disagree with Charles like this. AD has shown that he can kill you if you single him. What's frustrating, Skip, is that when I pass out of the double team and guys are open by 5, 10 feet and they're clanking. Now, we thought the other day was bad when they went 5 of 37. They say, you know what? We can do worse than that. Watch us go 2 for 19. So,
and they didn't even have LeBron to go 0 for 5.
There you go. See it. Oh, it's not
well, seriously.
But
it's serious.
No, it's not serious. It's not serious. Dame is expending a lot of energy, Skip. He's playing almost 43 minutes. CJ's playing 42 minutes. And they're going to need all that. It looks like it's going to probably come down, Skip, to the Suns and the Trailblazers. And I believe that's what's going to be. That's going to be the 9-8 play. That's going to be the 8-9 play-in game. But, Skip, if they shoot like this, they shot 59% from the 3. You're not beating anybody that shoots 59% from the 3-point line. They're beating anybody they play on that night.
Yep.
The question is, can they shoot like that 4 times? Because that's what it's going to take. You got to win 4 games. Can they shoot like that 4 times against the Lakers? I don't believe they can. But I believe they can win 2 games off the Lakers, but I believe the Lakers will play better than what we've seen. Eventually, like AD said, hopefully, I'm praying, some of these threes start to fall, because right now, Skip, I've never seen anything like this in a stretch in what I've seen them shoot the 3. I've never seen anything this bad.
Okay. So, I'm here to say that I think Charles Barkley is on to something. I'm not sure he is even looking deeply enough into seeing just how on to something he might be. What have I told you about Dame and CJ that I did not love about last year? They did make it to the conference finals.
Right.
Damian, by himself, basically beat Oklahoma City and Russell Westbrook.
Correct.
And then with a lot of help from CJ, they beat Denver in 7 games, Jokic and company. And then they ran into a Golden State, but was it really Golden State? There's no Kevin Durant.
Right.
So it's sort of olden State, right? It's not the same.
Right.
And what happened in those 4 games, Mr. Sharp?
Every time down the stretch.
Yeah, down the stretch. So here's what happened. Game 1, they're down only 6 going to the fourth quarter. Again, it's at Oracle. Game 2, they're tied going to the fourth quarter. Game 3, they're down only 3. And Game 4, which went overtime, they were up 8 going to the fourth quarter. So these are all winnable games.
Very.
If Damian Lillard is that guy, Dame, can you take over against Steph and Clay with some help from your running mate, CJ? Can you do that? Well, neither could do it. Both of them just shrank. They played even smaller than they are because in those fourth quarters and the one overtime combined, those two together, this is ugly. They shot 12 of 46 from the field, which is 26%. They shot 6 of 27 from 3, which is 22%. And I could get uglier on both sides if I went individually. But just suffice it to say, both of them disappeared down the stretch against a Golden State without their closer, Kevin Durant, against the guy who had been the Finals MVP the previous 2 years.
Correct.
Okay. So now we look at how different are they as we speak in the bubble. What are we seeing? Well, we're seeing 2 emerging stars in Denver and now in Portland. We're seeing Michael Porter Jr., but we're also seeing another junior. Gary Trent Jr.
He can't miss.
I'm telling you, he looks legit to me.
Yes.
Every time he goes up to stroke it, it looks like he's shooting it with authority, like he thinks it's going to go in.
He shoot it like a free throw, Skip.
It's like a free throw. And I'm going to remind everybody, Gary Trent Jr. is the son of Gary Trent, who went to Ohio University, where he was a first-team All-American, and he was called the Shaq of the MAC. He was bigger.
They called him Baby Shaq.
Baby Shaq, but he was only 6'8", but he was a bull of a man.
Yes.
And so he averaged 23 and 13 his last year at Ohio and got drafted 11th overall and kind of bounced around and wasn't great. He averaged 9 and 5, but he did play for 9 seasons in the league.
Right.
What do I always tell you? And again, you had a big brother who was playing, so it helps a little bit.
Yeah.
But I really love it, see Patrick Mahomes, when your father played a pro sport, see Barry Bonds, see King Griffey, because you grow up around clubhouses and big league players, and you're like, well, I was born to do this.
Look at Steph Curry.
Okay? Steph Curry. You're like, I can do this. My father did this, and I did this my whole life.
You go to practice, you playing hoops with Vince Carter, with the pros, and so you're playing catch with them.
Huge.
It is.
So what did we see from Gary Trent Jr.? I did not notice him a lot at Duke.
I did not either.
Their team wasn't great. It lost to Kansas in the Elite Eight. But I look back at his numbers, and he was pretty decent at Duke. He averaged 15 and 4 in that game they lost to Kansas. He scored 17. He had a bad shooting game, 2 of 10 from 3. But all of a sudden, I'm looking at what happened. So he gets drafted, 7th pick in the 2nd round, gets traded out on draft night to Portland, and then he plays in the G League a year ago.
Right.
But then he comes to Portland this year, and he starts to play some. He was averaging 20 minutes a game pre-pandemic, okay? Only averaging 8 points a game. But look what's happened in the bubble.
20.
He's averaging 33 minutes. Terry Stotts is saying, I can't not play him anymore. I got to play him. I got to play him in the fourth quarter.
He's played himself into the lineup.
Thank you. He's shooting 54% from the field, but more important, he's shooting 63% from 3. Gary Trent Jr. has made the most threes in the bubble of anybody. He's made
22 or 35.
22. Damian has made the 2nd most threes in the bubble. That's 4 games, 21. So 22 plus 21, they've made just the 2 of those.
Right.
It's almost like Dame has a new running mate, a new partner in crime, so to speak. And it's not CJ,